Hello and welcome. So, have you ever been curious about buying a guitar, or in this case a guitar neck, like direct from China via eBay? I have been curious and I very recently scratched that itch, and I may or may not have got scammed. Let's kind of find out together.
The suspense is terrible. He's gonna go this time. I hope it'll last.
So let me get you up to speed on what's happened to this point, and then we'll find out in real time what's happened. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Right, so first things first, I was buying a neck because I had a plan to turn this Squire Showmaster that I recently got into a kind of hybrid tribute to Nuno Betancourt's new guitar that he's been seen with, the Nuno guitar, and also a bit of a combination of replacing my beloved Charvel DK22 Pro Mod SSS thing. Love this guitar but never liked the neck, so I'm going to try and turn that Showmaster into something that does this with a neck I like but also looks a bit like the new Nuno guitar. I'm kind of excited about it. That's going to be another video for another day. Subscribe. Anyway, so I thought for this project, even though I don't usually like reverse headstocks, I thought for it to look kind of Nuno-esque, and the Showmaster already has a reverse headstock. That's what made me think this is the right vibe. So reverse headstock was what I was after. Roasted maple please, and roasted maple fretboard, because that's my vibe. That's one of the few things that I don't like about the Showmaster and the N4. So I thought I'll do it my way, alright? So I'm searching through the eBays and I find this perfect candidate. Reverse large headstock, very Washburn, roasted maple 22 fret electric guitar neck, 25.5 inches. That's exactly what we're after. And not only that, the price, £66. What? Are you joking me? That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, no way!
Reading the description, it's talking about the neck heel width. It's telling us that the nut is 42mm wide, tuner hole is 10mm, all perfect, 25.5 inches, and the most important thing for me, fretboard radius 9.5 inches. Oofed. But it's from China.
Okay, good. What's the problem?
And I'm not going to lie, that's the kind of thing that's put me off in the past. Just, I don't know why. You probably think about legitimacy, but they're not saying it's a brand or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Maybe worried about the quality. Maybe worried about what if there's something wrong with it. What's the returns process like to China? Sounds like a bit of a headache. But anyway, for £66 we thought, we'll take a punt, we'll give it a go, and hope for the best. I also sent the seller a message just before purchase, just to kind of sound them out a bit, and I asked what the neck profile was, and he said a C-shape, so I was like, perfect. So that was on the 14th of July, he responded on the 15th of July, C standard, and then on the 24th of July, I got a message, which made me a little bit suspicious, shall we say the least. It starts off with a long tracking number. Friend, this is every tracking number. There was an error in the previous message because there was a problem with the computer. After we found out, we reordered and sent you the new ones.
Right.
So I thought, right, here we go. Maybe this isn't completely unexpected, but here we are. So, next thing I did was I messaged them and I says, can you tell me what actually happened and what's the ETA for the neck coming out now? Because it's obviously going to take longer if you've reordered it. So he just said 7 to 12 days and didn't go into any further detail about what had happened with the original order, which was strange. Anywho, so on the 30th of July, I received a delivery. And about 2.5 minutes after that delivery came, I got a notification on my phone saying that the guitar neck had been delivered to the address from the original tracking number. And here is what got delivered. I don't think this is a guitar neck. But stranger than this was 2 days before this arrived, the exact same package arrived as well. Now at the time, I wasn't thinking it would be anything to do with a guitar neck, but it had my address on it, but someone else's name. So yeah, it's like my house number, street name, it says Dundee, and then Antrim, and it's addressed to an Eddie Jones. And Antrim's apparently in Northern Ireland, so Eddie Jones in Northern Ireland, if you're watching and you've bought a guitar neck from China recently, get in touch. I've got something here for you. The package that came addressed to me, which is apparently the guitar neck, I opened, and here is what was inside.
What's in the box?
You ready for this? Here we go. Ta-da! A single Allen key. What was this? Was this a symbol? Was this a sign? What does this mean? So at this point, I'm obviously convinced that I've been scammed. So I contact the seller and I basically say to him, look, the tracking updated, it says item delivered, and all that came was this Allen key. I sent a picture, and what's the deal with that? Why did you change the tracking number in the first place? Why would you send an Allen key on its own all the way from China instead of a guitar? I also went back and checked the feedback. He's got good feedback, but there was one negative review in the past 6 months. Someone from the US ordered a neck and it also didn't arrive. So all the red flags, I've been scammed. And I said to the guy, this is obviously a scam. Thanks for wasting my time, sort of thing. But then he responded and he said, no, remember, I gave you the updated tracking number. Check that one, it should be with you in a couple of days. And right enough, the tracking number did say that it was on its way, but I was doubtful after this. This really sort of threw me off.
I don't believe you.
So I basically said, look, this totally sounds like a scam to me, but if this neck does turn up, I'll be absolutely amazed and you will have my full apologies. And then here's the next message that he sent. Friend, I'm very sorry. This accessory and neck were sent together. Don't worry, it will definitely arrive. Please trust me, because the eBay platform now requires very strict logistics. Our seller must use eBay's own logistics speed pack. Our product cannot be used because it is too long. If it is not used for logistics, this month's assessment will fail. This is the new eBay policy. Our seller is also speechless now, so this is the way of our factory thought of. Send accessories to buyers and customers through compliance logistics. Send products to buyers offline. Friend, I don't understand if you can understand. I ask you to trust our factory. We are sincere. Please wait a little longer. It will definitely arrive. So fair enough. I give it a couple of days. I'm keeping an eye on the tracking from the second tracking number, and lo and behold, eventually it's out for delivery. And then this arrived. And this is definitely a shape that I'm more familiar with and associate with being a guitar neck rather than this. So, looks like the guy is legit. The store is legit. Well, so far, let's actually see what's in here and what it's all about. So, we're going to check it out together and see if this is some sort of scammy scam or if there's a legit neck in here. Let's find out. Right, let's open it. I think I can see a guitar neck. This is a good sign. It's in a bag. The suspense is killing me. Oh! We have a guitar neck. Yay. And it is a reverse headstock, and it appears to be roasted-ish looking, and it's a very dark roasted maple as well. Not my favourite, but hey, it's here. How's this fretwork? Sharp fret ends, not super sharp, but they need a wee dress. Let's get a wee look at the nut here. Not too bad. Not the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, and I like the shape of this headstock as well. It's big, it's got the right Washburny, Nuno-ish vibe. It's not exactly like it, but oversized is good. Darker isn't ideal, but nice. We've got the 22 fret overhang, blank base, so we can put our own screw holes in, and black dots. Okay, wait a minute, what is this here? I think that's just some glue or something, some residue. I'll give them a polish up. But this is looking pretty promising. So here we go. It's a guitar neck, as promised. What was I worried about? All the signs were telling me this was a scam. I was such a worrier. I shouldn't have been worried about anything. The neck has arrived. It looks to be decent. We'll find out soon enough if it's going to be any good in practice. We'll get a straight edge on it and whatnot. But I could already see that that is radiused, looking like 9.5 as well. This is exciting. This could be a new favourite for me. Now, I need to apologise to eBay seller Bye Bye Baby 8520. My friend, I'm so sorry that I doubted you, but that was a bit weird, sending an Allen key on its own and updating the tracking info. I was a bit suspicious, right? But you did send me a neck, and hopefully it's going to be an absolutely beautiful neck. It looks promising so far. The lighting in here is quite poor, I can't really tell too much, but thank you and sorry once again. Now, if this turns out to be like a good quality neck once I get it on a guitar, this might be the way forward for me from now on, and I'll be saving that seller and possibly buying again, probably buying again. So there you go. How about you? Have you ever bought anything from afar and thought, not sure about this? Have you ever been stung? Have you ever been actually scammed? Please put it in the comments. Or have you ever thought you've been scammed and it turns out it was all fine? Like what's happened here. Not gonna lie, I was sweating a bit. But I mean, PayPal and eBay's policies very much in favour of the buyer these days, which is difficult for sellers, but I wasn't massively worried. We probably could have got our money back at least, but I would have sent my project back a bit further and just would have been a bit of a nuisance. But other than that, all good. Okay, so there will be a future parts castery type project coming along with this, a Squire Showmaster, trying to make it into a Nuno / Charvel type thing with the stripes, but it's going to be blue and funky, hopefully. That's the plan. While we're here, I should let you know, just in case you didn't know, I recently started a second channel called Cassidy Guitar. Cassidy, Steve Cassidy Guitar, House of Guitar. It's a second channel, and basically that's where the live streams now live. So I used to do Hammering On About every Thursday, 7:30 PM UK on this channel. I still do Hammering On About every Thursday, 7:30 PM UK, but it's on the new channel, Cassidy Guitar. Check it out, trying to get the subscribers back up over there and get the community vibe also going on the new channel. So hopefully see you there. Other than that, the community polls are still here every Wednesday, and Friday uploads every Friday, 6 PM UK. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.